Have you ever sat down with a steaming plate of fish in front of you, scented with lemon and spices, and thought to yourself, fish must be good for my health? Fish, everyone says it, and for the most part, they're right. It's low in fat, high in protein, and packed with omega-3s, which are known to support heart and brain health, especially as we age. But here's a little-known fact. Some common types of fish that we usually think are healthy may actually be quietly causing harm. They can not only weaken memory and the nervous system, but also negatively affect the heart and even accelerate the aging process. The dangerous part is that most of us don't even realize it. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at filtering toxins, the liver and kidneys work more slowly, and the immune system weakens. This means older adults become more sensitive to mercury, heavy metals, and leftover chemicals in fish. Some types of fish that appear healthy, sold as premium, or even once recommended by doctors, now carry hidden risks. You might only eat fish once a week or on weekends at a restaurant or family gathering. But even these occasional servings can add up over time and harm the body when your ability to detoxify declines. I don't mean to scare you, but this information could help protect your long-term health or that of a loved one over 60. In today's video, I will introduce 6 types of fish that older adults should completely avoid. This isn't speculation or rumor. It's based on health research, real-life stories, and recommendations from nutrition experts. Some of these fish might even be sitting in your fridge right now. The 4th one will likely surprise you. By the end of the video, you'll know how to identify and avoid these fish, as well as discover safe, nutrient-rich alternatives that you can still enjoy without worrying about your health. You may have seen a grandfather or grandmother enjoying grilled fish on the weekend, and king mackerel is often a favorite because of its thick, tasty flesh and reputation for being healthy. However, few realize that this is one of the fish highest in mercury, and for those over 60, the risks are significant. Mercury is a heavy metal that accumulates in the body over time. When we are younger, our bodies can eliminate it relatively well, but in older adults, the liver and kidneys work more slowly, the immune system weakens, and toxins from fish build up faster, silently affecting the body without the person even noticing. The potential consequences of consuming king mackerel for older adults are deeply concerning. Mercury directly affects memory and cognition, leading to forgetfulness, confusion, hand tremors, and difficulty concentrating. Symptoms that can easily be mistaken for normal aging or even dementia. At the same time, mercury impacts the peripheral nervous system, reducing coordination and increasing the risk of falls and injuries. It doesn't stop there. Cardiovascular health is also heavily affected. Mercury puts additional strain on the heart, can cause irregular heartbeats, and those with existing heart disease or high blood pressure face an even greater risk. A common mistake many people make is confusing king mackerel with Atlantic mackerel, a safer fish that's lower in mercury and rich in nutrients. This is especially dangerous because in supermarkets or restaurants, fish is often labeled simply as mackerel without specifying the species. As a result, older adults may unknowingly consume king mackerel without realizing it. The story of Mr. John, 68, is a classic example. Every weekend, he would grill king mackerel for the whole family to enjoy. At first, everything seemed fine, but after a few months, his family noticed he often forgot the names of relatives, missed important appointments, and experienced hand tremors when lifting his coffee cup. Initially, everyone assumed it was just aging, but in reality, the mercury accumulating in the fish was the silent culprit, gradually impairing his memory and nervous system. The solution for those over 60 is clear. Instead of king mackerel, you can choose Atlantic mackerel, a fish lower in mercury, yet still rich in omega-3s and high-quality protein. Other options like wild salmon, rainbow trout, or sardines are also safe, nutrient-dense choices that support both heart and brain health. When dining out, be sure to ask the exact species on the menu, and if you're unsure, it's best to opt for smaller fish that are lower on the food chain, such as cod or haddock. In summary, king mackerel may look delicious and be a popular choice in meals for older adults, but it is a silent saboteur, quietly harming memory, the nervous system, and heart health. For those over 60, the safest approach is to avoid this fish entirely. Being aware of the risks and making smart alternative choices is the first step toward protecting long-term health, maintaining a sharp mind, and staying strong. Next is Tilefish, a name that sounds luxurious and elegant, often featured in upscale restaurants or special meals. With its white, tender flesh and mild flavor, many older adults assume it's a healthy, nutrient-rich choice for the heart and brain. However, the reality behind this fish makes tilefish one of the most dangerous options for those over 60. Tilefish, especially those caught in the Gulf of Mexico, is known to contain higher levels of mercury than most other fish, even higher than king mackerel. Mercury is a heavy metal that accumulates over time, and in older adults, the ability to filter and eliminate toxins is significantly reduced. This means that each time you eat tilefish, a portion of mercury quietly builds up in the brain, kidneys, heart, and other body tissues, causing long-term effects that are hard to notice immediately. Older adults who consume tilefish often experience silent but serious symptoms. Memory declines leading to forgetfulness of relatives' names, missed appointments, and even lapses in routine daily tasks. Mercury not only attacks memory but also affects the nervous system, causing hand tremors, numbness, reduced coordination, and an increased risk of falls. For those with heart conditions or high blood pressure, mercury accumulation adds stress to the heart, can cause irregular heartbeats, and raises the risk of cardiovascular events. Margaret 72 illustrates this risk well. She often chooses tilefish when dining out at fancy seafood restaurants, believing it is good for the brain. After a few months, her family noticed that she was forgetting appointments, confusing daily details, and often becoming absent-minded during familiar activities. At first, everyone thought it was normal with age, but doctors warn that mercury accumulated from tilefish could be the main cause. The solution for those over 60 is simple but important. When dining out, always ask exactly which type of fish is being served. If the restaurant says tilefish, it's best to decline and choose safer options such as cod, haddock, rainbow trout, or wild salmon. These fish are not only lower in mercury, but also rich in nutrients, high-quality protein, and omega-3s that support heart and brain health. The key point to remember is that tilefish may only appear in meals a few times a week or even a few times a month, but for older adults, each serving contributes to toxin buildup. This is why tilefish rightfully belongs on the list of fish that those over 60 should completely avoid. By clearly identifying it, refusing this risky fish, and choosing safer alternatives, you are actively protecting your memory, nervous system, heart, and overall health. Swordfish is a type of fish often featured in elegant meals, upscale restaurants, parties, or even seafood trips. With its thick flesh, rich flavor, and appealing color, swordfish can easily make older adults feel it's a safe and nutritious choice. However, behind this luxurious appearance lies a silent danger that many consumers overlook, especially those over 60. Older adults who eat swordfish often experience silent but serious symptoms. Memory declines, making it easy to forget familiar tasks. Coordination becomes more difficult, and hand tremors or numbness may appear. Mercury not only affects memory but also impacts the peripheral nervous system, causing balance issues and increasing the risk of falls. Additionally, those with heart conditions or high blood pressure face greater strain as mercury adds stress to the heart, can cause irregular heartbeats, and may even worsen circulatory problems. A common misconception is that large fish like swordfish are a healthy choice because they are rich in protein and omega-3s. In reality, the mercury in swordfish cannot be cooked away or masked by seasoning. It remains in the flesh and accumulates in the body over time. This means that each time older adults enjoy swordfish, they are silently absorbing toxins without even realizing it. Mrs. Ellen, 70, often chose swordfish when dining at seafood restaurants or on seaside trips, believing this fish would be good for her heart and brain. After some time, her family noticed she began forgetting appointments, losing focus during familiar daily tasks, and occasionally experiencing hand tremors when holding a bowl or lifting a cup. At first, everyone assumed these were normal signs of aging, but her doctor warned that mercury accumulation in swordfish was the cause of these changes. When dining out, be sure to ask the exact species of fish being served, and if it's swordfish, it's best to decline. Instead, choose smaller fish that are low in mercury and rich in omega-3s and high-quality protein, such as rainbow trout, sardines, cod, or wild salmon. These fish are not only safe but also help protect the heart, brain, and muscles, while reducing the risk of toxin buildup in the body. The important thing to remember is that swordfish may only appear a few times a week or even a few times a month. But for older adults, each serving contributes to toxin buildup, silently affecting long-term health. By clearly identifying it and making smart alternative choices, you are actively protecting your memory, nervous system, heart, and overall well-being. Swordfish may look appealing, luxurious, and popular, but for those over 60, completely avoiding this fish is the safest choice. Being aware of the risks and replacing it with safer fish is the first step toward maintaining a sharp mind, a healthy body, and long-term independence. Big Eye Tuna, also known as Eye Tuna, is a type of fish commonly served in sushi, sashimi, or other upscale seafood dishes. With its deep red color, firm flesh, and distinctive flavor, Big Eye Tuna has become a popular choice, especially in modern social dining settings. However, for those over 60, this fish carries risks that many people may not realize. Older adults who consume Big Eye Tuna often experience memory problems, cognitive decline, hand tremors, numbness, and loss of balance, symptoms that many mistakenly attribute to natural aging. Beyond mercury, another risk of Big Eye Tuna is eating it raw, as raw fish can carry bacteria, parasites, and the potential for salmonella or listeria infections. With a weakened immune system, older adults are less able to fight off these pathogens, and an infection that might be mild in a younger person can become a serious problem for those over 60. A common misconception is that all tuna is the same. In reality, Big Eye Tuna and albacore tuna are on the list of high mercury fish, while skipjack tuna, commonly called canned light tuna, is lower in mercury and can be eaten in limited amounts. Many older adults enjoy sushi or sashimi, believing it's a healthy choice. But in fact, Big Eye Tuna can deliver a double hit to the body, both mercury and the risk of bacteria from raw fish. The story of Mr. Robert, 67, illustrates this clearly. He often enjoyed Big Eye Tuna during weekend sushi meals, believing it was a good source of protein and omega-3s for his heart and brain. After a few months, his family noticed he began forgetting names, losing focus during daily tasks, and occasionally experiencing hand tremors when holding a coffee cup. At first, everyone thought it was just aging, but his doctor pointed out that mercury accumulation from Big Eye Tuna, combined with bacteria from raw fish, was the cause of these changes. If you enjoy tuna, choose canned light tuna, limit consumption to no more than twice a week, and always prioritize cooked over raw preparations. Additionally, you can replace it with safer fish such as rainbow trout, sardines, cod, or wild salmon, which are rich in omega-3s, high-quality protein, and low in mercury. These choices not only protect memory, the nervous system, and heart health, but also help the body absorb nutrients more effectively. The important thing to remember is that Big Eye Tuna isn't an immediately harmful fish, but for older adults, each serving contributes to mercury buildup and increases health risks, silently affecting memory, the nervous system, and heart health. Clearly identifying it and making smart choices is the way to protect long-term health, maintain a strong body, a sharp mind, and long-term independence. Although Big Eye Tuna looks appealing and is popular on sushi plates, for those over 60, avoiding or minimizing consumption of this fish is a smart step to reduce toxin buildup and maintain long-term health. Replacing it with safer fish allows you to enjoy delicious seafood while protecting your overall well-being. Salmon, especially farmed salmon, often appears on the weekly menus of many older adults because it is promoted as rich in omega-3s, protein, and vitamin D. Its vibrant pink flesh, delicious flavor, and easy preparation lead many to believe it's an excellent choice for heart and brain health. However, the reality behind these industrially farmed fish carries risks that few people notice. Older adults who consume farmed salmon often experience silent but significant signs: increased inflammation markers, worsened joint pain, frequent fatigue, and decreased energy levels. For those with existing heart, blood pressure, or kidney conditions, the chemicals and potential bacteria in farmed salmon can exacerbate their illnesses and increase the risk of cardiovascular events. The story of Mrs. Linda, 69, clearly illustrates this issue. She often bought imported farmed salmon from Chile to prepare for her family, believing that the omega-3s in the fish would support heart and brain health. After a few months, she began feeling fatigued, experienced increased joint pain, and sometimes had difficulty focusing on daily tasks. Her doctor explained that the accumulated chemicals from the farmed fish, combined with an uncontrolled diet, could be the main cause. The solution for those over 60 is to prioritize wild-caught salmon. Wild salmon typically live in clean ocean environments, feed naturally, and have minimal exposure to antibiotics, color additives, or PCBs. Eating wild salmon not only reduces the risk of toxin accumulation, but also provides omega-3s, high-quality protein, vitamin D, and selenium, essential nutrients that help protect the heart, brain, bones, and muscles. When preparing it, older adults should grill, steam, or lightly pan-fry the salmon to preserve its nutrients, avoiding high-heat grilling or deep frying, as excessive heat can destroy vitamins and oxidize omega-3s. Additionally, when purchasing fish, check labels carefully, choose products with a clear source, and avoid imported farmed salmon with unclear or non-transparent farming conditions. The important thing to remember is that farmed salmon may appear healthy and nutritious, but it actually carries significant risk for those over 60. Each serving contributes to chemical buildup, promotes chronic inflammation, and has long-term effects on heart health, memory, and joints. Identifying it and replacing it with wild-caught salmon or other safe fish is a smart way to protect your health, maintain energy, keep a sharp mind, and preserve long-term independence. For older adults, choosing the right salmon is not just about enjoying seafood. It's an active decision to protect health and longevity. Being aware of the risks and making small changes, such as opting for wild salmon instead of farmed, can make a significant difference in long-term quality of life. Finally, imported catfish, also known as tra-e or basa from Asia, is a type of fish commonly found in supermarkets and restaurants across the United States. With its low cost, tender flesh, easy preparation, and mild flavor, this fish is often seen as a convenient and safe choice for family meals. However, for those over 60, imported catfish carries risks that many people overlook, especially as the body's ability to filter toxins begins to decline. The greatest risk comes from the farming conditions of imported catfish. Many farms in Asia raise fish in crowded, polluted water with limited sanitation. To prevent disease, large amounts of antibiotics, antifungal agents, and other chemicals, many of which are banned in the U.S., are used. These chemicals do not disappear. They accumulate in the fish flesh and enter the consumer's body through the diet. For older adults with weakened immune systems and reduced liver and kidney function, consuming this fish can lead to antibiotic-resistant infections, chronic inflammation, and long-term negative health effects. Consumers often don't recognize this danger because imported catfish looks healthy, comes in attractive packaging, and is affordably priced. But for those over 60, each serving contributes to toxin buildup in the body, affecting the heart, memory, immune system, and kidney function. Silent but serious symptoms, such as fatigue, joint pain, memory decline, or increased risk of infections, are not always immediately noticeable. The story of Mr. George, 70, clearly illustrates this issue. He often bought imported catfish to cook for his family, believing that the inexpensive, easy-to-prepare fish was a good choice. After some time, he began feeling fatigued, getting sick more easily, occasionally experiencing hand tremors when lifting a glass of water, and noticed memory decline. At first, everyone thought these were just signs of aging, but his doctor explained that residual antibiotics and chemicals in the imported fish were silently affecting his health. If you want to enjoy catfish, choose U.S. farmed catfish or other alternative fish raised under strict controlled conditions, with clean water, safe feed, and limited antibiotic use. Cooking the fish thoroughly also helps reduce the risk of bacteria, though it does not eliminate chemicals that have accumulated over time. At home, when buying fish, consumers should check labels, choose fish with a clear source, and prioritize smaller fish that are lower on the food chain to reduce risk. By identifying and avoiding imported catfish, older adults protect their memory, heart, bones, and immune system, while also reducing chronic inflammation and the risk of chemical buildup in the body. Overall, imported catfish may seem cheap, convenient, and widely available. But for those over 60, it is a hidden trap. Being aware of the source and making smart alternative choices helps maintain long-term health, protect memory, and preserve independence. Small changes, such as choosing U.S. farm catfish or other safe fish, can make a significant difference in quality of life, allowing older adults to continue enjoying delicious seafood without compromising their health. After learning about the 6 dangerous types of fish, those over 60 need to know how to choose safe and nutrient-rich fish so that meals are both delicious and supportive of long-term health. These fish not only provide high-quality protein, omega-3s, vitamin D, and B12, but are also low in mercury, chemicals, and bacteria, helping to protect the heart, brain, bones, and muscles. One of the top choices is wild-caught Alaskan salmon. Wild salmon live in clean ocean waters, feed naturally, and are not exposed to antibiotics or color additives. Each serving provides a rich amount of omega-3s, including EPA and DHA, which are essential for brain and heart health. Research shows that older adults with higher blood DHA levels have greater brain volume and better memory. Salmon also contains high-quality protein, vitamin D, selenium, and B12, helping maintain muscles, strong bones, a healthy immune system, and sharp memory. When preparing it, steaming or lightly grilling is the best way to preserve its nutrients. Another excellent choice is sardines, a small fish packed with omega-3s, vitamin D, and calcium from their edible bones. This trio is perfect for maintaining strong bones, reducing the risk of fractures, and supporting body balance. Sardines are also rich in B12, which boosts energy, protects the nervous system, and reduces fatigue. Because they live low on the food chain, their mercury content is very low, making them a safer option for regular consumption compared to tuna or swordfish. Additionally, rainbow trout is an excellent choice for older adults. This fish is rich in omega-3s and minerals such as potassium, phosphorus, and iron, which help regulate blood pressure, strengthen bones, and boost energy. Its tender flesh is easy to cook and digest, making it suitable for those with sensitive digestive systems. Finally, cod is a mild white fish that is rich in protein and selenium, low in mercury, and ideal for those looking to boost nutrition while staying safe. These safe fish choices not only allow older adults to enjoy delicious meals, but also help protect the heart, brain, bones, and muscles, supporting a healthy body, sharp memory, and long-term independence. So we've explored 6 types of fish that those over 60 should completely avoid: king mackerel, tilefish, swordfish, big eye tuna, farmed salmon, and imported catfish. These fish may look healthy and appealing, but inside they contain mercury, heavy metals, chemicals, and bacteria that silently affect memory, the nervous system, heart health, and mobility. Recognizing this is the first step toward protecting long-term health. Fortunately, you don't need to give up fish entirely. Safe options like wild-caught Alaskan salmon, sardines, rainbow trout, and cod provide omega-3s, high-quality protein, vitamin D, B12, and selenium, while being low in mercury and chemicals. They help reduce inflammation, protect heart health, maintain sharp memory, and strengthen muscles and bones. Proper preparation, steaming, lightly grilling, or pan-searing, preserves nutrients and allows you to enjoy the maximum health benefits. Now take action immediately. Check your fridge, read labels carefully when buying fish, ask about the species when dining out, and prioritize safe fish choices. If you found this video helpful, hit like to show your support, share it with family or friends over 60 so they can also learn how to choose safe fish, and don't forget to subscribe for more important health tips every week.